Hey everybody and welcome back for another round of the Tournament of Shame. Rockley Smile here with Dan Gheesling, and we're about to take it to the Temple of Osiris. How's it going?
I'm doing well, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I've been having a great time. Not so much in the temple, but in the forest. So this is going to be a bit of a crapshoot, but let's start it up.
Yeah, give me a little recap on your success thus far.
Well, we had a really close game last. My last game was with Bear Taffy, and I ended up beating him by one stroke, which was just wild. Before that, I had a match with Ryan, and he beat the hell out of me, actually. And prior to that was Michael Ale Fox, and I beat him by about 7.
When you say one stroke, was it literally like was there a lot of heat on, a lot of pressure?
It went back and forth a couple of times, actually. He had a hole-in-one on the conveyor belt level in Forest, and then actually pulled it back for him. Oh, I didn't give it enough pepper. This is
you call it pepper?
I call it a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's juice, sometimes it's pepper. It depends on the mood.
Okay. I've never heard it like I've heard it like mustard.
You put pepper on the ball. You never hear that?
No, but I like it. I like it a lot. I may start to use that a little bit. Oh,
put a little pepper on it.
That's not where the hole is, though.
Get a little spicy.
So I haven't talked to you in a while. What's been going on, Nick?
The usual. I've been playing a lot of games, streaming a lot of games, just keeping busy, really.
What have you been playing that... do you play anything off camera?
Played a little Witness off camera. I've been obsessed with that game. I don't know have you played the Witness at all?
I haven't. I'm definitely want to dive into it, but I feel like you got to designate some brain power.
It's like 50 hours of solving line puzzles, so you got to get all the way in if you're going in. And that's not sustainable for like a long amount of time. You got to dedicate some energy and then let it go for a while. So I'm in the letting it rest phase right now.
Okay, are you like BD in it?
BD.
All's deep.
Okay. I hadn't heard that one, actually.
I just didn't want to say it. I try not to say
Fair enough. I finished the game. I just want 100% it, and there's all these hidden puzzles that I've got to find. Yeah.
Are you satisfied with it?
Kind of.
That doesn't sound like you're satisfied.
I want to see what the rest of it is. There's like another ending I haven't found, so I need that.
Okay.
We're playing fast and loose on this golf game right now.
You have 6 strokes, I have 9 strokes.
Yeah.
Is that a coincidence?
Yes. No.
So you're like when you finished it,
yeah,
were you like, that was worth the 4-year wait? Nice, thanks, Nick.
It was a beautiful game, like it just stunning graphically to look at, and the gameplay itself was satisfying to a point, but then it started to beat you down. 50 hours of not really getting rewards other than more puzzles starts to feel a little bit like a weight.
Mm-hmm.
But the general premise was good enough to keep me interested for all those hours.
So if you had to check a box,
if you had to check a box
and it said, yes, I am satisfied. No, I am not satisfied.
Yeah, I would say yes, I am.
Yes. Would it be in ink or would it be in pencil?
I'll put it in ink if you need me to put it in ink. That's fine.
Blue or black or red ink?
I usually go black.
Okay.
Red implies a lot that I don't think is necessary for this.
What do you think? What was red imply?
Red implies you get this immediate negative sensation when you see red ink. You're like, oh, I'm getting a test corrected by the teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the kind of attitude I want to bring. That's like, it's just pessimism. We don't need that.
What does blue ink imply?
Blue ink is sort of neutral in a weird way. Oh,
it's like a happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, like a happy-go-more-go-lucky kind of thing.
Okay. I've never really put much thought into the color of an ink. What about green ink? Does that say you don't take...
It's not really a thing. Nobody uses green ink.
You never use green ink in school?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't ink so.
I don't know. I think green ink implies that you don't take your essay that serious.
Right, which is why you don't use it in school. No teacher wants to see that.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, thank you.
Did you get up on the first try?
Yeah. It's what I do with it after that matters, though.
Are you privy to this mythical Excel document that Ryan's created?
There's an Excel document. Has he come up with the power meter settings to maximize his effectiveness?
He said something in the chat. I don't know if that was a real thing.
Scum egg.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not.
That's going out of bounds, in my opinion, when it comes to strategizing.
Would you say that's unsportsmanlike?
You commit those numbers to memory. You don't write them down to memorize them more easily. It's like making flashcards. It's like try-hard stuff, you know?
So if you had to check the box, would you say that is sportsmanlike?
It's
or
a green
unsportsmanlike?
ink move, is what I'll say.
I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying he typed it in our Skype chat, and I'm like, he can't be serious.
What would it be if not that? What else is there to Excel document?
Wait, where's the hole?
Oh, you gotta go across the chasm of the Great Divide. You pop up, you go a little bit down into the corner, and then you line it up, go diagonal, like a 45-degree angle, and hit like a 3.5, and you should get across.
Right in that corner?
Yeah, you want to head over, try and nail the pin if you can.
A 3.5?
I think that's around where I was. Yeah, somewhere on there. Yep.
Okay, all right. That's helpful in the future. I think that Oasis is infinitely, I would say, exponentially more difficult than the Forest.
I agree, yeah. And there's
I mean, it's
also
like-
an element of RNG to the final shot, which
The
is just
Temple of
crazy.
Osiris?
Yeah.
Got it. You took a commanding lead on that one. So you're up 7 strokes?
Oh, I didn't even look at the numbers, sorry.
Yeah, you're probably you're just resigned to the fact that you know you're going to win, but that's okay.
No. I was just not. I'm not trying as hard. I'm just sort of like enjoying the moment on this one because it's been very stressful. The last one I did with Bear was just crazy.
Well, I can assure you this one will not be stressful, Nick. It's
Yeah. Now that I say it like that, it sounds really condescending. I'm sorry.
no,
about that.
I don't mean it in that way. Just that we have a nice loosey goosey game. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh well, I botched the hole on this one, so
We talk about the color of ink.
yeah, we do that a lot.
Are you going to PAX East?
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Oh, nice shot.
Thank
Get
you.
it there.
Oh, you got the divot.
The
There you
divots.
go.
I'm a fan of the divots. I feel like it can level out some of the more difficult.
Yes.
So we had talked quickly offline that you said there is plans to do a level editor.
Yes, I believe there is. I have not heard when or how that's going to work because these levels are actually surprisingly intricate, but I've been told by many people that that is a plan of theirs.
To me, that would give this game almost infinite
Replayability, exactly. I'm all for that.
I was going on a limb and saying that this, to me, has enough depth to become not only crappy shot, not only a tournament of shame, but this could be almost be a league.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah, I would love to see that kind of thing happen.
Don't ever watch this game on my video. I hit 3 of the exact same.
Don't
shot.
ever.
No, don't ever. But yeah. So you've been playing Witness off camera. Anything else? Or
I did a stream through of the new horror game Layers of Fear last night.
yeah, so you got like a box. It looked like there would be wine in it, but there wasn't wine in it.
A box with wine.
I mean, you tweeted out a picture of it. It was like, hey, here's this like.
Oh, you mean the thing they sent me? I thought you meant in the game. Yeah, they
No.
sent me a press kit that was, it was like a little artist's, like, brush kit.
Mhm.
And inside of it was a ton of paintbrushes and all the press materials and some wax-sealed envelopes and a mouse trap and my serial code for the game. It's like a real nice press kit. I've never seen anything quite like that before.
What, you said a mouse trap?
Yeah, it's a theme of the game. There's, the main character is plagued by rats all over the house.
Was the mouse trap set when you opened it?
That would be a little cruel. No.
Did that cross your mind at all?
I didn't think they would do that, no.
What if they did? What do you think would happen if they did that and they sent it out to a bunch of like, press peeps?
Kind of like open them up to like a lawsuit because you could break your finger on it. People need their fingers to play video games and type up the reviews of the game, you know?
What if that just spoke to the difficulty of the game, though?
It's not a difficult game at all.
No, but
It won't break your finger. Like if Super Meat Boy had that, I still would think it's an awful idea.
But what if that was like the game's way of saying like, hey, this is gonna be really hard?
I don't think it would be a great idea for anyone involved. Nobody likes getting their fingers broken is kind of the theme I'm hitting on there.
Have you ever had any interactions with an actual mousetrap?
Yeah.
Have you ever got like snapped or close to it?
Well, I used to, when I had to catch mice, I would use a different type than the traditional one we're used to. I used the rock style, which they're like on a seesaw. So the mouse would go into the back of it to get the cheese, and then it would rock the other way and the door would shut. It's a live trap. It doesn't kill them in that case. You can put them somewhere else.
Wait, so I'm picturing like almost like Mousetrap the board game. Kind of.
Well, in that like a cage falls down on them, right?
Yeah.
So it's not quite a cage, but it's sort of a similar idea, yeah. I botched it.
Yeah, no, to me, I thought you were going to say, don't they make like almost like fly paper for mice?
They do. Those are kind of like super cruel, in my opinion, because they basically just stick the mouse to it until it starves to death.
Oh, I thought that you can let them go after that.
No, once they're on that fly paper stuff, they never get back off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they just suffer to death on that, which is kind of screwed up.
That's not good. You know what I always felt like? I don't know if you feel like this or if this is like just bizarre to me. Like sometimes I felt like, and I kind of stopped doing it. Like when I kill a bug, like sometimes I'll feel like a little bug on me, but it's not there. Do you ever?
Yeah, no, I've had that feeling for sure.
So since then, like I've stopped doing it. Just because then it's like, well, that bug didn't deserve to get destroyed.
I mean, some people go over the top with it, in my opinion. Some people are just like, they will not hurt a bug under any circumstances. I think that's a little extreme, especially considering I live on a mountain where there's bugs all over the damn place.
There are?
Oh, yeah. It's the freaking wilderness over here. There's bugs, there's rodents, there's deer, there's bear. You know, the whole bevy.
How do you get internet on the mountain?
You know, there's lines as well, but there's also animals.
I'm like enamored with this. When last time we talked about like mountain people and stuff, but like, is there like utilities on the mountain?
Yes.
Is when you go to your house, do you have to like go up a super windy road?
If you went further up the mountain, absolutely. It's as windy as any mountain road you could ask for, but I'm lower on that, so it's not quite to that extent yet. Like,
do you look out your house window and see like all the
wilderness
surfs
mostly
underneath you?
No, they're not really underneath. Like, there's one house slightly lower, and then there's like a bunch of trees, and a hill goes beyond that, but I can't see past that.
But you would consider yourself, you live in a rural area?
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
Is there any stoplights in your town?
No, actually, and it's a bit of a problem. We could really use some.
So you don't have any stoplights?
No, there's a yield sign, there's a stop sign, and there's no stoplights.
When we get off camera, can you tell me what city you live in? Because I want to look at the Google Map version of it.
Yeah.
I'm really enamored with that.
I know you are. We talk about mountain stuff like every time we talk, actually.
Because I think of like rural town, and this is, I guess, to my limited knowledge, I think of rural town like, you know, like farm town and like, hey, you know, it's grandma's dairy shop and that kind of stuff. But you're like rural.
Well, there's more than what I'm at. There's actually like 2 more levels beyond it. There's towns that are just completely secluded, and then there's towns that are like not only completely secluded, but like you have to go somewhere else to even try and find food. And I'm not in one of those. I'm right before that point.
So what's your selection of food stores?
Well, I have to travel to another place to get a major superstore, but there is like a small grocery store near me.
Like define small for us that are trying to understand the mountain life.
Like it's got a bakery, it's got a deli, but it doesn't have like a huge selection. It's got like a little frozen aisle, and it's generally small.
Like
I don't know how to better define it. No, it's bigger than a gas station, and it is a defined food store. But they jack the prices up because they're jerks.
Like, so what does a gallon of milk cost?
Well, I buy organic stuff, so it's more expensive to begin with.
Oh, you buy organic milk?
Yeah, because it lasts like forever.
It does?
The kind I'd get, yeah, it lasts sometimes like well over a month.
What brand of organic milk do you get?
It varies. I'm not even sure.
Is it?
It depends which one is there and
is
cheaper.
It Hood milk?
It's not Hood milk, but I know you want it to be.
Does Hood milk make organic milk?
I don't know. I don't really have Hood milk here.
So I'm glad you like. I also drink organic milk.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. Like you buy it because like then it's less trips you have to go down the mountain.
Yes, kind of. Well, it just since it lasts longer, I figure it's less wasted milk.
That's true.
We're about to go into the Temple of Osiris, Dan. Are you ready?
I'm just trying to get through the Sphinx. How do you think the pyramids were built?
Slowly, one day at a time.
I mean, but do you think like people back then without the technology were able to build them?
Obviously, yeah, because how else would it have been done?
Well, there's theories that maybe
there's theories that the pyramids were used as a giant grain silo. I don't think that that's necessarily indicative of much.
No, I was gonna say maybe that it came from like another species not known to humans.
Yeah, I'll wait until we got evidence on that one.
But no, I mean, do you think it was? So you think that there's a way they could have built it? I don't know. I'm just.
Yes, I believe there was some sort of mechanical way that they leveraged those very large blocks and tons of slave labor that they had.
Got it. That would be crazy. I mean, could you imagine seeing that being built?
Not really, no. It's pretty wild to think about, yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking about it.
Because we're going into the pyramids, I guess.
The Temple of Osiris,
Yeah.
right? What is that from? Isn't there a shoe brand called Osiris?
I think so. It's not even called the Temple of Osiris in the game. We've just decided it is called that.
But the Temple of Osiris, where did that come from?
It's an actual, like, Egyptian name.
Is it like from a game or is it like a real thing?
I think it's a real thing.
Temple of Osiris.
Sometimes the lines get a little blurry because we play so many video games, it's easy to forget history.
See, I thought Temple of Osiris was something from like The Mummy or something.
It could be that too.
But
I mean, a lot of the times these things get used multiple times.
Oh, nice shot.
Thank you. It's all about the positioning on that one. You got to line it up for the, well, hopefully the fat side, so that way you can skip getting on the long side of this weird bump.
Are you in the hole? Oh, you just took a nice shot.
Oh!
How good is the like net code for this game? You know, like we're just
It
out
seems
here.
decent, but it gets weird sometimes.
Really?
I mean, I've had it crash last time was one thing, but I've also seen where you'll start up a match and the ball just be kind of banging around by itself. Mouth actually lost a stroke because it just started him off having clicked, which he didn't do. It's a little bit messed up.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't lie about that.
So I think he's a sneaky poutine guy.
I think he's sneaky, but he's genuine.
That's true. You went through the uprights there. That's a nice move. We'll
It's
call
like
that
the only way I've figured out to do this reliably, and this is not one of my better courses.
It's the Temple of Osiris, almost.
Yeah, it's a tough place to live.
Oh no. Did you make the?
I did not make the crevasse, no.
I like that you called it a crevasse.
Thank you.
Up.
There we go.
Nice. All right. Good job. I'm just following you, Nick. Whatever you do, I'll do.
When I move, you move.
When I jump, you jump.
If you want. It'll get us there. It'll just get us there a little slow, and we can throw it all away at the very last hole. But we're
Temple of
almost there.
Osiris.
Yeah. Fly down some stairs, and hopefully our games won't crash.
Nick, what's your cat's name?
I call him Mr. Kitty. He was a rescue, like, he took a stowaway ride on a mattress truck that we found out came from New Jersey, and we couldn't find his owners. So it felt weird to just, like, name him something else since somebody already named him. Just call him Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty. Does he respond to that?
I mean, cats in general don't always respond to things, but he does meow and make faces and stuff.
So he's like...
No dunk? There we go, hole in one.
He's kind of like... You got a hole in one?
Yeah.
Nice. So he's kind of like one of the Boxcar Children. Did you
A
ever
little
read
bit,
that,
yeah.
that series growing up?
He's a fuzzier version. I didn't read it, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah, it's like kids jumped on a train and then from New Jersey, and then they ended up on a mattress truck in
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how the story went, yeah.
And then they find themselves sometimes appearing during the Nick's Weird Game segment.
Yeah. No, he doesn't ever really do that.
Why not? I want his Mathis's cat steals all the limelight. I want to see Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty lives a life of seclusion. He generally likes to, like, hole up in a place by a heater and just, like, sleep a lot. But he runs around, too. I keep my door shut most of the time when I'm recording, and he doesn't come in.
Is he a catnip guy?
A little bit.
What's the science behind catnip?
I don't exactly know, but it's like a stimulant for them, makes them a little zany.
But it's actually natural, right? It's not man-made?
It's a plant that grows, yeah.
I wonder who put that together. It's like, hey, we're going to let this cat... They eat it, right? I don't have a cat.
They like to rub on it a lot, but they'll eat it sometimes as well.
When
They'll
you
just
say
roll around. Like, if you break it up, put little bits of it all over the floor, they'll just roll in it.
So they don't, like, inhale it or chew on it? They just roll in
They
it?
smell it, and they have really powerful olfactory senses, and I guess it just kind of gets in their bloodstream via that.
And then Mr. Kitty? Does he like start raging, or what does he do?
I wouldn't call it raging, but he'll run around and play a lot. Yeah.
Like, will he see like magical fairies around his head?
I can't speak for what he sees.
If you had to infer, what sort of hallucination do you think Mr. Kitty sees?
I don't know that he's even hallucinating. I think he's just in a very heightened sense of like predatory, silly, frantic action.
What do you think the equivalent of that would be for humans?
I wouldn't want to hazard a guess.
Well, if it's something natural and it makes you like hyped up, would it be like caffeine?
I guess it's sort of like a mixture of like THC and caffeine, maybe, yeah. But I don't know. I wouldn't know.
What's THC?
The active ingredient in marijuana.
Oh, okay. That's natural THC?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, catnip.
This is the strangest interview that we've just done for some reason.
I mean, we covered organic milk, we covered bug killing, and we capped it off with catnip.
Yeah. We're all over the damn map. All right.
Well, congrats on your win.
Thanks.
Just don't tell anyone the score. Just go on to Skype and say 1-0.
Okay, that's fair enough. Good game, man. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you, everybody, for watching as well. Make sure you leave a like and check out the other perspective in the description if you would be so inclined. And, if you like what you see there, feel free to subscribe as well. And we will see you for the next one.
Yeah, I'll have a link to Nick's channel at youtube.com/RackleySmile in the description below. Check him out. He's a funny dude, does good stuff, and he breaks down catnip with me.
I try. We'll see you for the next one, guys. Later.